the golden light of heaven. Starting with absolute silence, we are establishing this foundation of eternal truth as the solid ground upon which to build constructive change for the body. From the ocean of eternal silence comes a golden light of pure potential. This light illuminates heaven. The first, most abstract level of creation is the home of heaven. The word heaven is clearing of limiting connotations, misconceptions, and illusions. The reflective nature of consciousness is very powerful at this deepest level. Heaven is more like the highest, purest potential of everyone, collected into one form, then reflecting off of itself to create this golden light. Heaven, therefore, is both the context in which your highest potential can bloom and the expression of the highest potential in everyone. Your potential to embody divinity in this lifetime is activating the potential specifically for healing. The golden light of heaven as a universal light medicine is one of the ways that your potential shows up. It provides the resources to optimize healthy change in the body. Even though this golden light has a little warmth, it supports the body's ability to cool down inflammation. It puts anger, frustration, and anxiety in perspective. It broadens perspective for improved patience and easiness with moment-to-moment aggravations. When the larger issues that make life meaningful are given precedence, it's easier to leave the small issues in the hands of universal intelligence. Meaning comes through those actions that bring ever more divine grace into the field of expression. This is the highest. Everything else is secondary. The discordant feelings of anger, frustration, and anxiety underline the excess heat that aggravates the body at a cellular level. These feelings can be present at a cellular level even if we are not aware of them consciously. As long as they are present, the cells will feel them. At a cellular level, these feelings influence protein production. Protein production, in turn, influences how the cells function. Clearing these discordant feelings at a cellular and subcellular level of all four dense levels of the body. In the etheric body especially, there is an interface between the feelings and the physical form of the proteins. The proteins communicate to the cells how to function, but the proteins are also generated by the cells. It is the overall happiness of the cells that determines whether this is a healthy or unhealthy process. Clearing emotional stress from the cells. Chemically, emotional stress takes the form of neuropeptides. Compassion, comfort, and encouragement are flowing from the heart energy center to the cellular reality of the body. These lovely feelings also take the form of neuropeptides. In the etheric body, identifying the presence of the discordant feelings. These feelings are rooted in beliefs that do not align with your soul's highest evolutionary trajectory. The root of the beliefs is buried deep in the unconscious levels of the mind and the emotional body. Fundamentally, these beliefs affect self-identity. Raising these beliefs to the level of conscious awareness in preparation for their resolution. Looking directly at self-identity. Comfort and encouragement are present in order to get the process started. However, the deep healing comes from the silence of being. There is a neutrality about being. It is all-encompassing and therefore does not take sides. This neutrality makes it possible to look directly at false beliefs and false concepts about oneself without judgment, witnessing without falling into patterns of negativity, clear awareness without judgment sits on the foundation of compassion. In this state, purification is facilitated. The resolution of the false beliefs comes from an expanded perspective. However, this process is only really meaningful when the associated neuropeptides dissolve. These are physically eliminated from the body. In order to do this, the cells have to let go. This feeling of cellular letting go can seem a little odd at first. It can seem a little uncomfortable at first. But it is not painful, only unusual. It is more like a deep internal systemic movement of the body. It feels like a lot of letting go. It is easier to navigate this feeling when the condition of comfort and encouragement are present, at least at first, as you're getting used to the feeling of leaning into the purification process. Later, you can multitask. Looking at the relationship between the light of heaven, your pure potential, and the body. The light of heaven is an all-time reality, but living in that light 24/7 is not. Most people seek its expression in this world, finding it only rarely. Why? Because integration is required. Integration occurs when toxins are released and well-being flows. These physiological effects take a little time. However, they take less time if you know what you're doing. This healing presents an awakening of understanding for how to facilitate the purification process. It is a download of information that is accompanied by direct experience. This combination of experience and understanding speeds up the evolutionary process. It speeds up the healing process. The feelings that help you find ease in the purification process are produced in the heart energy center and offered with devotion to the whole body. What is important is that these feelings support evolution. Clearing habits, memory patterns, impressions, and pain bodies, of replacing the experience of purification with feelings that are life-damaging, such as addictive behaviors. Instead, the golden light of heaven, which is genuinely nourishing, genuinely evolutionary for the body and soul, is the template for comfortably letting go and restructuring the body from the subcellular level. Self-trust becomes trust in divine self. Healing self-identity is founded upon intimacy with divine self. The closer the connection between self-identity and divine self, the better the alignment with one's personal evolutionary trajectory. It is the robust flow of your evolution that brings joy to the body. It helps a person feel at ease with life and comfortable with the constant flow of change. This one thing creates the overarching condition that allows the cells to flow with happiness. You do it. It is controlled at the conscious level of one's life. You decide what kind of relationship you have with the source of creation, divine self. Now you possess this good, powerful process. You control your healing. Thank you for being with me.